Welcome to Real Messy Moms, a funny and honest mom podcast about motherhood, parenting, and real mom life.
We're two moms sharing the chaos, the laughs, and all the real talk about raising kids, parenting struggles, and the ups and downs of modern motherhood.
So grab your coffee and join us for some real mom talk. It's been going. Hi.
Hi. Cheers.
Cheers.
Little coffee date.
I have like the loudest coffee to drink today, though. Probably not the best choice, but
I'm drinking my favorite drink. It's
the
a
Dolce.
Americano misto with almond milk with cinnamon dolce. It's been my drink for like 10 years.
It was really good when you gave me one.
But I got you
Yeah.
the iced version.
That was like, I'm an iced coffee queen. Like,
Not me.
really? In the morning, sometimes I like a hot coffee, depending on my mood. But midday, it has to be iced.
The only time I drink a cold iced coffee is like maybe in the summer during the day, like if I'm
That's
outside
literally
doing an
today.
activity. No, if I have to be
Oh,
outside doing an activity, like I have to be in the heat.
got it.
Like I don't think I'd drink like a hot coffee on the beach, but I would drink an iced coffee there.
Absolutely not. That
But you
sounds like
couldn't pay me to start my day with an iced coffee
no, that's so
in my
refreshing.
house. No, I'll drink a hot coffee outside in the morning.
Ew. Anywho, we have
Anyways,
a bit of an interesting one today. So we kind of teased it last week or
full
last
disclosure,
episode.
this is like all 100% your idea.
Not really, but I'll take it if that's what you want.
This was on
Okay,
your brainstorm
sure.
list.
So apparently I'm the morbid one. Okay, so this all kind of stemmed because we were talking, Mallory and I were like discussing how we grew up and what our parents did for livings. My parents are retired, both of them now, and yours
They're not retired.
not retired.
My mom got pregnant at 19, so she's still hustling, even though she has
Good for her.
7 grandchildren.
Wow. But
For
also,
the record, a few episodes ago, I said my mother had 8 grandchildren, and she listened to that episode and she called me and she said, "Congratulations, that must be a pregnancy announcement." And I was like, that would be the slowest pregnancy announcement. Also, it would only be for her because,
mhm,
I mean, or people that know. So I will correct myself. She has 7
got it.
grandchildren, not expecting the 8th. If she does get an 8th, it has to come from me because nobody else in my family is having any more children.
Got it.
There's a few vasectomies in there,
Got
so
it.
no more babies coming from
Well, I
there.
mean, they're reversible both manually and on their own, so you never know.
Anyways, if you know my family and you heard that, that was not like a subtle hint.
Mhm.
I'll drink a shot of tequila now to prove.
Bartender.
Come on down.
Yeah, also, we're sorry, Mom, that you had
Yeah.
to find out that way.
Anyways, hi mom. If you're listening, we corrected
Mhm,
ourselves.
mhm.
Okay, back
Um,
back to regular scheduled programming.
yes, which for today is going to be, yeah, a little strange, a little weird, but honestly something we think about as parents, but also as we get older and our parents get older.
We're gonna be
So
talking about dead people.
death, not dead people. We're not going to like name call people that have passed away. That's a little whack. But yeah, so this all kind of stemmed from like my dad growing up. He worked for Jarrett Funeral Home. So he like bring your kid to work day. It was either go to the school with my mom because she worked in schools, which I did a few times, but like obviously, you know what schools are about. So we ended up a lot of the times at the funeral home with my dad, working at the churches in the summer and stuff. And like, you see some shit, like we walk into a room and there's someone in a casket and it like really kind of desensitizes you, but also like puts this weird like spin on death in general. And I often find myself like desensitized in that setting. But then when it would come to the time, like I remember being really young when my uncle passed away and I was just inconsolable. And he wasn't someone I was particularly close with, but it suddenly became the realization that detachment from death now
Hmm.
became personal. And I think that still to this day has a really fucked up effect on me where it's like you will it's really sad and I feel bad about it, but like you'll have to drag me to get into a funeral home to like do visitation or go to a
You don't like
funeral.
going to funerals?
I don't because
I
it's
mean,
like
I don't. Does anyone like going?
I mean, nobody likes them, yes, but it's also that thing. I don't know, I feel like it hits me like a freight train, and even whether I know the person or not, like closely. Um, so I think that really kind of screwed me up. Also, I was, like, the kid who was, like, drawing black photos, and my mom, like, took me to therapy and was like, "Is she okay?" And they were like, "Yeah, yeah, she's fine. She just likes to do that." So maybe I'm just, like, fucked up.
Maybe that explains a little bit. Um, was that uncle your first time seeing, like, an was that, like, an open casket?
It no, it wasn't. He passed away of a drug overdose, and they found him, like, weeks later or something. It was, like, really tragic, and so it was not open casket. I don't remember if I was, like, already going to the funeral home. I must like, I was going to the funeral home with my dad since I was, like, a wee girl. So, yeah, I don't know. It was strange.
I had a friend when I was now that, like, I'm a parent, I'm like, "Whoa, my parents, like, were on a wild ride." I think I was in grade 1 when one of my close, like, classmates died in
Oh,
school.
shit.
Yeah, and my parents took me to the funeral. It was open casket. I was very close with, like, this he was, like, my one of my best friends at school and,
That's
like,
so
went to school
sad.
together. He died of pneumonia, which when my kids got pneumonia,
Oh.
I freaked, like, it
Well,
was
yeah,
just
it brings
like
up trauma, right?
yeah, and then my parents put me in therapy. I was actually we just had an event at, Wellness, and I
Yeah.
was talking to the psychotherapist
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
psychologist there, and she's talking about, like, art-based therapy
Art
that they do
therapy,
for kids.
yeah.
So I didn't tell her this like, I started telling her, but then I, like, refrained. My mom signed me up for some therapy that the school recommended, and I would go there and I'd play Monopoly with the thing. So I would come out of the sessions and I'm like, mom's like, "Oh, like, what did you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I played Monopoly." And then, like, after a few sessions, she's like, "I'm not paying for you to play Monopoly." And then
So tell me, did they ask you
I have no
questions
idea. I
while
don't
oh, you
remember
don't
any of
remember
it.
any of
I
it?
was also
So you were hypnotized?
7 or 8. I mean, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they didn't just lock me in a
Of
closet
course.
and play Monopoly with me when mom was paying
Fucking creepy.
$90 an hour back in the '90s. But, yeah, I remember that they also had, like, a program at the school 'cause, some of the other kids, obviously, he had other friends. They would,
Mhm.
like, take you to, like, make scrapbooks and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and, like,
that's
I'm
art
sure that's,
therapy.
like, a form of therapy. But that was, like, my first intro to death. I feel like I handled death pretty well. I think
Yeah.
my life set me up for that.
Well, you're like this is gonna sound really mean, but you're pretty stone cold in terms of your emotions. I feel like
Me?
you're a very white or black person, like, it's, like, no bullshit, no in between, no kind of,
No.
like, gray area. Um, and so I can see you just kind of being like, "Well, this is reality." You know what I mean?
Can I just tell you a wild story about obituaries?
Yeah.
So, I had a friend in high school that passed away. She was killed in a car accident, and her obituary was in the newspaper, and this is, like, pre-social media days, so we all clipped it out of the newspaper and hung it in our lockers. I think we were,
Mhm.
like, grade 9 or 10. So, I still have a couple boxes of stuff at my parents' house that are, like, from my younger days, and I still have it. I think the teacher, like, laminated it for us too. We all had it in our locker for that year. So fast forward, I meet my husband, we meet his family, we're going through some, like, old memories. His grandfather's obituary was
Oh,
beside my
yeah.
friend's obituary.
You
They
told me
died at
this.
the same time. So, for my whole high school years, I had my husband's grandfather's obituary hanging in my locker
Your future husband's
that I had no idea.
grandfather's obituary. That is insane. I remember when you told me that, I was like, "That's some fate shit."
Yeah, and to this day, like, I get the chills when I, like, think about the fact that, like, I cut her obituary out, I folded the newspaper and, like,
Yeah.
folded it, so he was, like, at the other side of it hanging in our locker, and if I go through all my stuff that's at my dad's house still, I'm sure I could find my husband's
That's
grandfather's.
crazy. And also, like, I think for listeners, like, it's important to note that, like, you guys have an age difference between you. You didn't grow up in the same community. So,
No.
like, it is random that this happened. It's not like you were, like, in a small town and he was the boy
Even
from high school. You know what I mean?
Even more random. We have to get into this on, like, a different episode, but my husband's dad died before he was born,
Mhm.
and that's his biological dad's father.
Mhm.
He didn't know about that family until we met. So,
Yes.
like, that's a whole mouthful that, like,
Yeah.
one day we can, like, get into, but, um,
We should definitely do an episode on, like,
family
the
tree.
lead up to, like being with our partners and the shit that went down because I've got some
I
tea to
got some
spill.
I don't know if mine's like tea. Mine's more like a strong fucking
Yours is
bottle of
pretty hot.
tequila on
Like
the
it's
rocks.
okay, we'll do that in a night episode and we'll drink.
Yeah,
Deal.
anyways, that was, like, mind-blowing
Um
to me.
yeah, no, that's really crazy. That's actually super crazy. But going back to like all of this, I think it starts to bring up things like, as we get older, obviously our parents aren't getting any younger. We're not getting any younger, but um, we start to think about like, the health of our parents and um, the inevitable at the end, but that they're going to all live to 100. So that's fine. And then, like, for our lives and our children and, like, how we're gonna set them up. So, let's kinda, like, dig into those things. Let's start with, like, maybe our parents, and then we'll work our way down to us. So, for me personally, I have a little bit of a hard time because Tim and I, we take very good care of ourselves, I would say. Like, yes, we, enjoy in social events and extracurriculars, like a drink here and there and
A
things like
drink.
that. A drink, one single drink.
I saw your Instagram feed when you were away.
Oh, that's vacation, that's different. No, like, we like to have a good time, but at the end of the day, like, we work out at minimum 4 days a week. We walk, like, 5K on weekends every single day. Like, we take care of ourselves, and, like, we're doing that now because, A, we know it's gonna benefit us later on, but B, also to be around for Carter longer. And it upsets me when, parents don't get to take care of themselves. I know, like, for example, like, my dad will cycle, like, 100K, no problem. And then, like, he takes pretty good care of himself and, like, not to call out my mother, but,
Does she
she
listen to this
hasn't been.
podcast?
I don't know. Let's maybe not let her listen to this episode, but she hasn't, like.
If your Martine's mom keeps rolling,
Well, okay,
fast
there's
forward.
also kind of reasons to it. Like, she hasn't taken care of herself in the best ways, and I think a huge portion of that is because she became a caregiver for, my grandmother when she was originally sick. When I moved out to move in with Tim, my mom was living by herself and then eventually moved back in with my grandparents. And then my grandma fell ill and she just became a caregiver. And my grandma was going through like chemo and treatments and all of these things. And she literally would do everything for her. God bless my mom. She like put her entire life on hold. My parents were already well divorced at this time, to care for her. And then eventually, actually, it would have been 2019 or 2018 when she finally passed away. She then became a caregiver for my grandpa, who had always been cared for by my grandmother, right? So my mom, out of that chain of events, has not been too kind to herself and her body and things like that. And that to me is upsetting because I, A, wish she had more time to care for her first or put herself
Mhm.
first. I understand the burden of being the oldest child. She does have 2 sisters. We won't get into that. But it's just it's upsetting because now as she gets older, it's only gonna get harder for her taking care of herself, right? She's got years of not doing it that she has to make up for, and also, I know inevitably we are going to be the ones caring for her. And that timeline, I think, just shrunk for us because she's not able to do it for herself. Right. So, we start to think like if we buy a bigger house, does that mean we have to put an in law suite in the basement? And, I kind of also have to have these conversations with my sister because, it's not just my responsibility, but that's something we have to both be down to share. Right. So, some things have come up with my mom's health recently, and she, has a lot of appointments and things like that. So my sister kind of like dividing and conquering
Mhm.
and going to these appointments with her and making sure that we have like a shared Google Drive with like all these notes and things like that. But like it's scary shit.
Did you set up the Google Drive?
My sister did.
Oh, she's like you.
My sister is like me. She's not maybe as tech adept as I am, but she's up there. Yeah. She loves a good G Drive or G Sheet.
I don't even think my family's ever thought of, like, Google Drives.
Mm.
We have a group chat, though,
There you go, step 1.
and they all have group chats without different people. Like, we have a group chat without my mom. We have a
There's
group
one
chat
without
with
you.
oh, for sure
Okay,
there's one without me. It's
okay.
always popping off.
'Cause you're the one doing all the shit. But yeah, so it just like it gets scary when you realize like your parents aren't getting any younger. You have to start planning for what your future is gonna look not only with your children, but with your senior parents,
Mhm.
so
My dad had a heart attack, before COVID. Before COVID.
I thought you were gonna say 2, the way your mouth was pursed, and
Twen
if you said 2 months ago, I was gonna be like, "Why the fuck didn't I know?" But anyway, it's not about me.
But that really jump started, like, him taking care of himself
Yeah.
and
But isn't it
eating
kinda sad
properly,
that
and
that's what
that
it
yeah.
takes? You should
My mom's
already
always
be.
been very health conscious, and my mom has a very active job. My mom could probably lift more than most people can. She's very
Good for
strong, and
her.
she's very active
I
with the
really wanna
kids
meet
and
your
stuff.
mom. What's your mom's name?
Sandra.
Sandra, I wanna meet you.
She's on holidays next week from work,
Ring me up.
so
We'll go on a date and we'll shit talk Mallory. I'm kidding. We love
my mom would love a date like that. My mom wants to come on the podcast. Maybe we'll record with her
Yeah,
next
we
week.
should. We should do well, I mean, I would invite my mom, but if she watches this, she's never coming on, so
You might even be removed from the will. It's a good
honestly,
segue. Do you have a will?
devastated. So I don't have a will.
I don't either.
We kept
If you're a
saying,
will, who writes wills? If you're a will writer,
"Will lawyer?"
lawyer,
Uh,
dead people lawyer, what are those called?
a dead people lawyer?
The lawyer for dead
Like,
people.
an estate lawyer.
An estate lawyer.
But
That's
we
what
don't
it's.
have estates, babe.
What? This isn't an estate?
This is not an estate. This is a debt.
Wait, we should put in our who gets our podcast if we die.
Wow, we gotta figure this.
We need
Carter,
a lawyer.
obviously.
Yeah, but what about my
No, I'm
kids?
kidding.
What if they want to be part of it?
Well, they need to learn how to make a Google Doc first, so
We
Okay,
it's on my
wills.
to-do list.
It has been on our to-do list for too long. Okay, so the part of the problem with creating a will is it's so expensive to create one, and then you have to be committed to that is the final version, because then anytime you go to edit, it's another $800.
It's like you leave your sister something and then you get in a fight and you're like,
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
"That bitch deserves nothing." Just kidding. Love you, Nick.
Does she listen to the podcast?
No, she doesn't listen to I don't have,
Followers.
no, I don't have thanks.
You don't
I don't have, like, a strong family system here that's supporting us, so sorry.
My sisters listen to all of them.
Your sisters, plural?
I have 3
Yeah,
sisters.
I know that, but all of them listen to all of them?
I think one of my sisters listens to all of them.
Good for her. I only have all my friends listen to them, but that's about it.
I'm now like, if you don't listen to my podcast, I don't want to be your friend.
I should implement that rule and
It's a good
also
rule.
start writing people out of the will if they don't listen.
Yeah.
And there'll be skill testing questions in the will, like on episode 6, season 2.
What did we talk
What
about?
did we talk about? What was the drink that I was drinking?
What color shirt was I wearing?
Yeah, so
I
we
mean,
know
that's pretty easy. I either wear white or black, so you have a 50-50
that's true.
chance.
No, I think you wore green once. Once. Oh, you wore
Once,
green twice. I remember
twice.
commenting on it. Regardless, we need to write a will. Yeah, if anyone's a will writer, hit us up.
Sponsor us. Write us a will. We'll leave
Write us a
you
will. Don't
some.
write my will. I'd like to choose what's in it.
I just like we have a guardianship plan for our kids,
Yes, of course.
but
But
like
wait,
it's
is it
documented.
documented and
Yeah.
signed by a notary?
Yeah.
Notarized?
Is that a will? No.
No. No, a will would be assets. And
We
where
don't
it would
fucking
go.
have those.
Well, I mean, I think if you don't have a will, I'm making assumptions here, but I think if you don't have a will, everything just goes to your child. But then the problem is like, okay, so the thing about wills is if you don't have them and you have like shitty family, they can like come out of the woodworks and be like, well, Mallory told me that she was going to give me the house. And then they could actually go to a court of law and debate it that your children wouldn't get the house, that like Aunt Sue over there would get it. It's like a whole thing.
My mother-in-law has a soup. I can't remember what she calls it. Like a soup bowl, like what you serve soup in when you're like fucking fancy.
Okay.
That's in the shape of an
Like a
eggplant.
punch bowl, but for soup.
Yeah,
'Kay.
like it has a lid. It has a ladle,
So bizarre. Okay.
and you would like serve soup.
Is that what you're getting in the will?
Yeah, I asked her for that.
So random, Mel.
It's an eggplant. like a giant, and it's
It's
not just like
hilarious.
an eggplant. It looks exactly like the emoji, and it has like a little gravy boat or something in case you wanna make, like, gravy for your soup or something. I don't know.
Maybe you could do, like, mashed potatoes and gravy in it.
I want it. I was like, "Can I have this?" And she's like, "No, this has been passed down." And I was like she's like, "I'll leave it to you when I die." The second I hear that lady's gone, I'm going to get my
Your
eggplant
eggplant
soup
boat.
bowl. Can't wait.
What's a soup boat called?
I feel like she called it, like, a tangine or something.
That sounds like a word. Oh, going back to wills, that shit happens, like, everyone should get on it, especially, like, if you have kids. If you have assets, I think you should just, like, get on it. But then again, like, it changes every time you, like, have a child or
Or at least have, like, a power of attorney, right?
yeah, that's fair. So Tim's stepdad, has, like, 3 or 4 sons, that he, like, are completely wrote him off a long time ago, or I guess he wrote them off a long time ago. They're not really, like, great citizens, nor are they great sons to him.
They're gonna get 25% of
Well,
his.
this is exactly it. So Tim keeps saying, like, "Hey," his parents keep saying, "Well, they want, obviously assets to go to Carter and things like that," and Tim's like, "Well, you need a will because, like, those 4 are gonna come running as soon as something happens." So it is important, right?
You know what my in-laws do? They
Mm,
buy life insurance policies in the kids'
yeah.
names.
Oh, wait a minute.
Like, not
How does
in the
that
kids'
work?
names, so that the kid's the beneficiary of their life insurance.
Hmm,
I don't know. Again, don't have that. We have life insurance, but we more have, like, life insurance around, like, if we can't work or we can't,
okay.
like, that type of
Do you
life
have, like,
insurance.
a mortgage? Yeah.
Yes. But we also have a life insurance that if someone, like, gets seriously hurt or whatever, we
Mhm.
get some money. But in the event that we die, there's also some money too. Like, it's like a whole comprehensive plan.
Yeah.
We have the beneficiary as our kids, so I
Mhm.
guess we have that too. But
Yeah.
my mother-in-law just told me that she took out a life insurance policy and she's named the kids, her only grandchildren, in
I feel
the.
like that's pretty sufficient for, like, a will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way to do it.
Maybe I just have
We
my
need some guidance here. We need someone to ring us up.
we're just the blind leading the blind.
Legit. And, like,
Mhm.
this is a blue job in my household, so, like, he's gotta figure it out, I'll make the decisions, you know?
I think I'm the blue job person
You are the blue job
in my
in your house.
household,
Yeah.
so I pay all the bills.
So it's a pink job.
But I don't have a cat. I was gonna say don't change the litter box.
I also don't change it. That thing's automatic. I don't change it.
Yeah, but I don't do dirty jobs. I don't do the recycling. Do you have any funny funeral wishes? Like, for your funeral?
No.
I
I don't think I can think about my funeral because of
Really?
what I talked about. That makes me a little upset. Turns my stomach a little bit.
Really?
Mhm.
Can we talk about it?
You can talk about it.
You know, like, Catholic funerals when
Mhm.
there's, like, the body on display. First of all,
Well, depending on the situation, yes.
I've left clear instructions written down. They're not, like, formal, but God forbid somebody not follow my post I was gonna say postpartum.
Postmortem. I mean,
Postmortem
yeah,
wishes?
postmortem is kind of accurate.
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
postpartum.
Postmortem.
Postmortem wishes. I don't know if there's an afterlife. That's, like, a very deep question, but if there is and you don't follow those, I will haunt you.
You're gonna haunt. I
I'm
could
gonna
see you
haunt you.
haunting someone.
So, I would like to be on display. I would like a different outfit for the funeral versus the visitation. I will never wear the same dress to, like, a wedding or,
Yeah,
like, a
no.
baby shower or, like, multiple
Yeah.
big events. Like, I'll wear these same jeans for, like, every time we record, but, like, wedding,
Yeah, big
I would
event.
never wear the same dress. So,
Huh.
I don't wanna be seen at wearing the same outfit for my visitation as my
Yeah.
funeral. I want a
Oh,
different
fair.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot for your embalmer, you know?
Get
Also,
embalming.
but you can't really, like, touch the body that much.
Change me.
You
I
know, I
don't care.
wanted to be an embalmer
That's morbid.
because I was, like, an artist and then got into cosmetics, and I actually know someone who I worked at MAC Cosmetics with, who may actually oh, no, she was an embalmer, and then she had enough because it, like all the formaldehyde and, like, it's really gross, right?
Gross.
Bodily fluids. Ugh, I can't imagine, and I don't know what yeah, I wanted to do that, and my dad was like, "You're sick and twisted."
I'm
He's
not
like,
done
"You
my
made me this
list. I'm
way."
not done my list.
Oh, okay,
Keep
yeah, go for
going.
it.
So, want my different outfits?
'Kay.
Um, I
I'm letting you know that's not possible.
fucking, I don't care,
Or
fine.
like tearaways. They should do tearaway helmets.
Like, I want something different, like,
Okay.
style. Like,
Okay.
I don't wanna be caught dead in the same outfit. Caught dead. I'm dead.
All puns intended.
Okay. Okay, you know, at a Catholic funeral where
I
when the
am
body's on
Catholic. Yes.
display
Yeah.
and they have the little thing to kneel and pray?
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of praying, I want you to take a shot of tequila.
I love this.
I mean, you could pray, but please take a shot. They'll be rated eye level.
Perfect.
Okay? And good tequila. We're not getting cheap
No, we're
shit.
getting like mezcal. We'll get some Clase Azul.
Yeah. I also want it to be like an open mic comedy show, so like anyone can come up. I don't want no formal agenda. Like, you have
Okay.
a good story to tell about me, you come up.
Oh, okay.
But
It's not
there's
like a roast. We're not roasting.
I
Not
kind
like.
of want it to be there'll be some stories, but like,
Oh, I
I don't
imagine.
want people crying. I want people laughing.
Okay, that's fair.
And I want loot bags. Like, you know, when you go to like the Grammys or like the Academy Awards and it's like all
Yeah, like
like,
a parting gift,
yeah, you get a parting gift
not
for
a
coming
loot
out here.
bag. A loot bag sounds like there's gonna be a
Loot bags
clown.
is loot bags is like for poor people. Not poor people, but like, I'm not giving you like a Tesla in your
No, yeah,
swag
it's a
bag.
parting gift.
Yeah, like a little Dyson Airwrap or something. Just kidding.
I was gonna
Like
say,
my favorite like snack or like my
cute.
favorite, like, you better make them.
It'll be like a Starbucks gift card, and
Little lipstick, you know? I
yeah,
want you to leave with something that reminds you. I want it to be a big party.
yeah, that's fair. I think like celebrations of life.
Oh, I don't wanna be cremated.
Well,
I
I
wanna be
mean,
buried.
okay, you know,
Sure.
burial sites are really expensive.
I know, I don't care.
Okay,
That's
you
someone
should
else's
probably get a
problem.
plot now then,
Someone else's problem.
because if you want to be anywhere near your husband, good luck.
His aunt
See, I'd be okay with being cremated and bring me to Hawaii. That's what we did with Tim's
mm-mm.
grandparents, and we sprinkled their ashes.
I am deeply uncomfortable by this, but my husband's stepdad passed away.
Hmm.
Oh gosh, I hope my mother-in-law never listens to this. Okay, so they cremated him. My husband's stepdad was tall. He was like almost 7 feet. So they bring the ashes home and they put it in like an urn or whatever. We take it, we bury it.
Hmm.
Okay. It was very rushed that morning. So we get home from that burial. This was also COVID. So like, we did a private burial and then we had a celebration of life after. So at the private burial, they put the urn in the ground, they do all that stuff. We get home and we're sitting at her dining room table and there's a bag of ashes. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, somebody forgot to put dad in the urn. And we've just had like this whole burial. And then they're like, oh, that's just the stuff that wouldn't fit. And I'm like, so we buried 70% of him?
Also, just get a bigger urn.
He wanted to be buried in this like special luxury cigar humidifier thing that he had. I don't know, don't ask.
Oh, so there was
Only some of the
size
ashes could
requirements.
fit and whatever. So now like 20% of him is still sitting on the mantle, and I just feel that that's like not a complete cycle. Like, half of him is in the ground and half is on the mantle, and he must feel
What if you didn't
confused.
want that? Yeah.
I think they should be put together. Like, if you're gonna
What if it's
spread
also
someone's
like
ashes,
an arm
right.
and a leg there,
And
but
like, I'm
like,
not super religious, but like, what if he's in heaven and he's like, where the fuck's my arm?
oh no, we can't laugh at this. We're going to hell.
Yeah, we are going. We're already going to
I
hell. We
mean,
might as
yeah.
well just have fun on the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways, I think about that often, and I want to be completely put in there so
All
that,
in one.
yeah.
All in one. A whole Mallory gets laid to rest.
I could go in like what are those things called? The inside
Oh yeah, like
cemetery?
it's like
Mausoleum?
a mausoleum. I almost said a
Sure.
catacomb. A mausoleum. Yeah, the mausoleums are like, I think, 100 grand.
Not my
My whole
problem.
family
It's
has like
somebody
a
else's problem.
wall.
They have to pay for it.
Because these Italians, they do it up.
Yeah, I'm fine. Throw me in the ground, but don't cremate me. I don't
I
like
think I'm okay
fire.
with cremation.
Not me.
I'm already fiery
Um,
as it is. Okay, yeah, let's lighten the mood a little
yeah,
bit.
we got into death and
Yeah, we
dying.
got into some really dark things. So, what is your wildest Chat GPT history? Do you want to pull it up real quick? My most recent 5 inquiries on an LLM
What's an
are
LLM?
like chat, but we're
What
not
is?
name dropping because,
I want to get sponsored by ChatGPT.
okay.
What's LLM stand for?
Large language model. My five most recent inquiries are dogs and air quality because we keep seeing neighbors walk around with like masks on because right now the Ontario wildfires are happening. It's super sad, and outside is like orange skies, super smoky,
You
hazy.
don't have a dog, though.
But I've been seeing the neighbors walk around with
Oh.
masks, and so I thought to myself, "Oh, I wonder if dogs, because 'cause they're sniffing the ground and stuff, so maybe if they have a little filter built into their noses." Turns out they're actually worse than us in terms of filtering, and they're more susceptible to air pollution. So I hope the neighbors aren't walking their dogs very long. What's one of yours?
There was this funny picture of my son from daycare where he's, like, sitting there, so I said, "Can you can you add a beer can to"
What the fuck?
It was funny. Does it show here?
I think
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
you send yeah, you sent this to me and a cigarette too,
And then we put him on a bike.
with tattoos.
I need to
He does look like a little biker guy, it's so funny.
I also said, "What are some fun facts about myself for a bio?"
Isn't it creepy though that, like, you didn't have to give it any basic
I mean, the
information?
fun facts it gave me were quite alarming.
Oh, okay.
It
The
said I
other
had
one
raging anxiety. That's not
accurate.
really that's, like, true, but, like, not a fun fact for a bio. I also ChatGPT things to do in Idaho. We're not going to Idaho. I don't know what
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. But also, I was at the rodeo in Alberta, and I wanted to know how heavy bulls were on average. So, literally, it says average bull weight, and it was I then kept comparing it to a hippo and an elephant. So, fun fact, did you know that the average mature bull is up to 2,000 pounds? The average adult male hippo is up to 3,700 pounds. And the average African male elephant is up to 13,200 pounds. And
I
because it gets worse. These like junior rodeo, what were they? Junior cowboys. So they're probably like teens, 20s, and they're like, riding these bulls that then trample them up to 2,000 pounds.
I ChatGPT'd
You're just going to avoid that?
how many years has it been since 2013?
I thought you were good at math.
I don't know what I was thinking that day. Oh, wait, I have a question then.
Oh,
Um, if we're if we get old together, like, are we still gonna record podcasts in the nursing home?
yeah, absolutely. And we're not going to be in a nursing home. We're going to be in a cottage living together and like yelling at each other. We're going to be like an old married couple, but
Turn your hearing aids up!
Mal, where are you?
I miss my kids!
Moral of the story is we're here for a fun time, not a long time. And it is what it is. We're going to live life to the fullest, and we're definitely going to stay messy.
Stay messy, moms.
Cheers.
We'll see you next time for more real talk about motherhood and parenting.